Stacey, I want to go to the famous, legendary Hagia Sophia Mosque in Turkey. But Tristan, we have Hagia Sophia Mosque at home. The Hagia Sophia you have at home.
I am made to be free.
After a long 14-hour bus, we have made it to the Black Sea. We are in Trabzon. We're here for 4 full days, but yesterday was just for chores. And the first thing we're doing in Trabzon is visiting Hagia Sophia. In Istanbul, the Hagia Sophia costs 25 euro. This one is like a mini version for free. The way that this Hagia Sophia is similar to the Hagia Sophia in Istanbul is that it used to be a Christian church and then it was converted into a mosque, and all of the frescoes were covered with plaster, but after many, many years they were uncovered and then the mosque was turned into a museum. This is obviously much smaller than the one in Istanbul, but it will still be really cool to see all those frescoes. And we're up on a hill overlooking the ocean, which is beautiful.
We're just walking through Trabzon, trying to get to the center, enjoying walking around town. And then we saw this castle. It's Trabzon Castle, but it's closed. But we're trying to just get a nice view on it. It's proving harder than normal. We're just like on some building. We had to cross some gate. We're just trying to get eyes on this freaking thing. We got the view we were after. Look at that, very pretty. All right, let's go. So on to the next thing. A little spontaneous tea break by the park.
We have now come to St. Anne's Church, just to check it out. And it's really just tucked away in the small streets of Trabzon. St. Anne's Church is the oldest church built in Trabzon, so it's worth a little visit. This church is pretty small. There's just this one room with some frescoes and then some images of old Trabzon all over the place. But something we've noticed with all of these like Christian frescoes is that the faces or eyes are always like scratched off, and that's because
under Islamic rule, you can't depict like people or animals, and so back in the day,
yeah, they always scratched them
it up. But you can tell, you got to do your part to properly worship Allah, unless you need a ladder, because the ones that are up high are often missed.
Yeah.
We are just walking through kind of like the center of Trabzon, kind of like the market area. It's very nice here. It's a very nice little city. It's not touristy, really feeling too much, which is a bit surprising considering there's a cruise ship dock. But it's just a very modern city of Turkey, and it's very nice, actually. We're quite enjoying Trabzon so far. After exploring around today, we came to see a movie, Alien Romulus. It's pretty good so far, but what the frick? Turkey has intermissions and everybody just like got up and left.
It's very surprising.
Yeah, we both thought it was broken. The movie just like, you like kind of like paused, and then the screen ratio started to change, and I thought that it was broken. Anyways, first movie of the trip. We're at the Meydan Autobus collection area, and if you're going to Sumela, the first step is to come here first and then walk down the hill towards the highway, towards the ocean, where we'll find the autogar station and we'll catch our bus to Sumela. Buses leave at 10 a.m. and buses leave at 3 p.m.
So I think there's miscommunication when we came to ask about bus times yesterday. The bus actually leaves at 11, so we have about an hour to wait. So we're gonna need some chais. If it's still confusing as to where you grab the bus, you can Google this taxi stand, and that's the parking lot where the buses are. This was a little bit unexpected. The bus actually stopped here for a nice viewpoint to see the monastery from above. It's pretty cool. It's really pretty up here. The drive has been really nice too.
got to the ticket office. It's a line. Always a line, always a line. Becoming a little frustrated with all of these paintings constantly having the faces scratched out because Allah is jealous and fragile and can't handle somebody else drawing a face. Come on. Because you've watched all of our content, you remember us in New York commenting on the graffiti in the ancient Egyptian stuff. Well, here it's like the same. There's people have scratched their names in from 1839 and 1867. It's just a people thing, man. People do it. It's too bad to see, but it's kind of neat to see when it's old.
The rock cave, unfortunately, is getting restored, but you can still see a lot on the ceiling. It's very cool. And you can also see where there's different layers of the frescoes. Here you can see an older layer, and here is a newer layer. It's very cool to see. It's in pretty good shape too. That ends our time at Sumela Monastery. Unfortunately, it's another site that the prices skyrocketed in 2024, so it was €20 to go in. Oh, these whistles. 2 hours was maybe enough for most people. It was a little rushed for us. 1 more hour would have been really nice just to like soak it in. It was really nice. The frescoes were really cool. The view, being up in the mountains has been really nice. So yeah, now we're just waiting for our bus to go back into town. Good morning. You meet us again at the Dolma station down by the highway. But today we are going to Uzungol. There are no Dolmuses that go straight to Uzungol, but if you go to this Kikara tour office right on the corner of the parking lot, they sell shuttle tickets to Uzungol. So they go almost every hour. I'll post a picture of the schedule now. And it's 145 lira to go to Uzungol one way. You may recognize this as Trabzon because anytime you Google Trabzon, this is the pictures you get. But this is actually Uzungol, so it's about 2-hour drive from Trabzon. It's a beautiful little lake town with a mosque at the end there. And we just walked about halfway around the lake. It's only 50 minutes, it's not a very big lake. And it's a lot of touristy shops and restaurants along the way. But yeah, we're just hanging out here for a few hours, enjoying the lake, maybe getting some chai with a view. There's an observation deck we might hike up to. So yeah, that's what we're up to today.
Spread out all over Uzungol as we're walking around are these like ratty old, like abandoned looking theme parks for kids.
They have like the weirdest attractions along the way, like VR booths, and
yeah, it's weird.
It's very strange.
And there's no seats anywhere along the lake that isn't just like in a cafe. We just want to go sit down, so we're just kind of walking around and exploring. We did kind of end up finding what we were looking for. This cafe here, it's right along the canal in the middle of the lake. I think it's run by like the municipality. So it has a nice view, and we sat right here, and it was teas were 15 each, and we just hung out for like an hour.
It's a very beautiful place, but it's really unfortunate that there's so much garbage in the water. It's kind of sad.
On the opposite side of the lake from everything is this little amphitheater seating area, and this is where we discovered essentially the seat that we always wanted but didn't know existed. It's this bench right here. It looks out over the lake in this direction. Very beautiful. Although it's in the sun, there's no shade, so you either need to like the sun or just come at a time when it's cloudy or there's no sun. But that's the perfect seat. That's the best seat in Uzungol to relax and hang out and enjoy this beautiful view.
Our time here in Uzungol has ended, and that also ends our time here in Trabzon.
We leave tomorrow morning heading west along the Black Sea coast to continue our Turkish adventure. Whew. Give you a little fright there. Bet you didn't expect to see my face again. We are leaving through Trabzon's brand new bus station. It's so nice. It's better than some airports I've been in. I just wanted to throw a shout out to the Trabzon bus station. So, okay, bye for real.